Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another speed build for the A to Z build challenge. I am on letter Q, and I've chosen to go with Queen Anne. I actually chose this architectural style quite a while ago. I've been keeping a list for every letter of the alphabet, and I decided on Queen Anne kind of closer to when I actually first started this challenge. It was a lot easier to find styles for the letter Q. So the Queen Anne architectural style kind of refers to architecture that was popular during the reign of Queen Anne, so from 1702 to 1714. So it's like a British style, very similar to Victorian. I'm not even really sure what the difference is, but I was looking at pictures and I found this house that had just a lot of character and so much charm, and it looked very Victorian to me, and I really wanted to recreate it. So this house is, it's got a bit of a different theme though. I went for like a totally pink look, and mostly just because I wanted to have some fun with it. I don't know, I've done the Victorian thing kind of a few times and just wanted to have a little more fun with this build and make it kind of interesting and quirky. So the outside, the inside, everything is completely pink, and I really like it. I decided to build this in Strangerville because this kind of style really suits Strangerville. After it's all said and done though, I don't think the landscaping suits at all, but you can place this lot literally anywhere. But I really wanted to use some of the more elegant landscaping, I guess, like the willow trees and that kind of thing. So yeah, the outside may not suit Strangerville that well, so I might want to place it somewhere else if you were to put this lot down. But yeah, it didn't take me actually as long as I thought to build this. It does end up having 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, like an office area. It's definitely not as small as I was thinking it was going to be. But yeah, this one was actually a lot of fun, and I can't believe I'm already on letter Q, and I'm thinking about the letter R now. I've got quite a few ideas. I feel like the really hard letters are over for now, except for when I start getting to like Y and Z, or Z as you would say in the States. But for now, I think that it's going to get a little bit easier. But yeah, I can't promise that the next build is going to even be out on Sunday. I try to do them every single Sunday, but I have no promises for the next one. There may not be a speed build because I have been incredibly overwhelmed and very, very busy lately. And it kind of sucks because I feel like I haven't had time to play The Sims as much as I normally do. It's always been such a big part of my routine. Like, Sims is life for me, and my channel is like, I'm constantly working on it, but right now I've got some other stuff going on. My husband and I are in the process of buying a house, which has been more stressful than I ever imagined. We were looking at houses for only a few weeks, and we found this one and we just fell in love with it, and we can't let it go. We had to have it, so we went through the whole battle with like making offers on a house, and then they finally accepted one, and now comes the part where you have to get like approved for your financing, and there's house insurance and property tax, and like more than I ever thought there would be. Why didn't they teach us this stuff in school? It's so frustrating. I learned what a mortgage was probably 5 years ago, because they don't teach you that stuff in school. They teach you other random things like Pythagorean theorem, but not about buying a house. And it's been a long process because we're sort of learning as we go. And yeah, I've just been so overwhelmed with that. I can't really think about anything else right now. And also, I run a cake business as well, and I've had so many orders. I don't know why. Suddenly, it's just been crazy busy. And so I've just been spending all my evenings, all my mornings, the time that I usually spend on speed builds and building videos and that kind of creating videos, editing videos. That's the time I usually spend on that, and it's been consumed with baking cakes and cupcakes. Which I also enjoy. I really do. I'm definitely not complaining about how busy I am. I love that my business is taken off, and I love that I get to do what I love every day, but it feels like so much is changing right now. And I've been in my house that I'm in right now for 5 years, and I'm a little sad to leave it, honestly. I get attached to things very easily. It's probably ridiculous, but I've been in this house for 5 years. I'm only renting it. We don't own it. And I kind of don't want to move out of it. I feel so safe here. I really like it. I'm used to it. But when I think about this house that we looked at that we're buying, it honestly is our dream home. And I don't want to give it up. but I'm also really nervous about just the prospect of leaving here and never coming back. So that has been a lot to deal with, and yeah, just like so much stress. And in my last video, I said that I would do some more talking about what's going on in my life. So that's what's going on in my life. Extremely busy. And I recently started working for my aunt, who also owns her own business. And that has taken off too. It's incredibly busy, and I spend all my time there. And it's just, it's a lot. I really want a day, like a full 24 hours, not even full 24 hours, but like a full day at home where I don't have to leave the house. And I can just play Sims and drink coffee and just edit videos and watch videos. And oh, I miss those days because I used to do that all the time, and I would have so much time in my hands to just watch videos and make videos that I really miss it. I could use a day where I just spend my entire day at home and don't leave the house, because now I'm running all over the place. I'm constantly working, and as grateful as I am to be able to work at a job that I love and own this little business that I love, and make cakes for people, because that's my passion too, it's also like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then I think, like, do I want to do this for the rest of my life? And I'm not really sure, because it's really busy. But I'm excited about the house. I'll definitely give updates as well as we go along. It's not like a for sure thing. The first step is like they accept your offer, which is good. But then you have to go through like the financing part with the mortgage broker. And, you know, I only just learned what that was, a mortgage broker. I am learning so much as we go through this process. And like I said, it's a lot. It really is. And I wish that we had learned these things in school ahead of time, because it would have been really helpful. And, you know, I wouldn't have to be so lost right now. But yeah, I will definitely update on the entire process. In a couple of days, a couple of days as of today. This video is coming out like 4 days from now. So by the time you're watching this video, we should know if we're moving into this house for sure or not. And I'm pretty sure that we are. I just have a feeling that we are, but I'm going to sound like an idiot if I'm wrong. I guess we'll have to find out. Anyway, back to the speed build. Enough about my life. So this build, it's completely pink, in case you hadn't noticed. I'm sure you had. But I really wanted to have fun with this build, and this was my way of doing that. I wanted to go with this solid color inside and out, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very feminine, very elegant, and I loved every single room. The screenshots turned out much better than I thought. At first I was thinking, like, is this build terrible? Like, is it too pink? But I think it's actually really pretty, and I'm happy with how it turned out. I do believe it cost quite a bit of money. I can't remember. I tried to upload the house to the gallery. As of right now, as the time that I'm recording this, it's not uploaded to the gallery. I keep trying, and it says that I can't, and I don't know why. But yeah, it's giving me a hard time with that. So I tried uploading to the gallery. I can't even save it to my library also, which is really weird. So I'm going to have to try that again, but it's not on the gallery yet. It will be soon. My origin ID is SimQueen 1992, so you can download it there. It's got, like I said, 3 bedrooms. You could turn one of the office into a bedroom if you really wanted to, but it's got more bedrooms than I normally plan for when I do speed builds. It's got like this little seating area. I wasn't sure what to do with this back area of the house, so I just put in another seating area. There's the living room, which is more formal, and normally when I do speed builds, I try to visualize the family in my head, just so I can, I don't know, I think it kind of helps me to elevate my build. And so in this case, I was picturing a single mom and her daughter, her teenage daughter, living here, and they're both very musical. So that's kind of what I went with. There was, I think I put in like a couple of violins and a piano. I may have even put in an easel. I don't remember exactly, but I thought they were kind of artsy and musical, so I tried to include some instruments throughout the house that they could use. I'm not actually creating Sims for this, but I always just visualize them as I'm going through the build. The more I look at the kitchen, the more I like it. Like the black and white with the pink, I think it looks really nice. And the house is kind of just, I don't know, I tried to fill up every wall, not make it too cluttered, but definitely lived in. This little area here is the office. I put in a computer. I thought maybe one of them could even be a writer. They're just very artistic and creative, and so I kind of gave them a whole bunch of different creative outlets. I do believe I put an easel in this room. Maybe I moved it though. I may have gotten rid of it. I was just playing around. I tried to squeeze a piano in there, it didn't work, so I put it into the living room and then put that shelf in the office. Had to move some windows, had to move some stuff around, but it still worked out. I guess I did not put the easel in. I may have put it in a bedroom upstairs, but who really knows? I put in a really expensive painting there. I used a couple of expensive decoration items, which is probably what made the build so expensive. And now we're on to the upstairs. There's 2 full baths up there. One of the bathrooms just has a bathtub. And I totally forgot to put window coverings in both the bathrooms. So in the screenshots, it looks a little bit odd, but I would definitely put some window coverings on those windows. Especially the one that has the bathtub like right in that bay window. That could probably use some curtains. And then this I thought could be the master bedroom. So I went with all this really expensive stuff that came with the Get Famous pack, which I really like, but I never have an excuse to use it because it's so extra that it just doesn't make any sense. In most builds, it's over the top, but in this build, I thought it worked out really nicely. So that's the master bedroom. Just kind of filled it up with some fancy stuff. Those curtains also make things look really like luxurious and fancy because they look very expensive. They're gold. They're a lot. And then this room I thought could be the teen girls bedroom. I kind of gave it like a weird black accent on the wall. I think in the window coverings, like I made them black. It's a little bit weird, I think, but I couldn't find any pink ones that I liked. So I went with that, and I kind of thought it still worked for the build anyway. So that's what I did. And then I think I just kind of put some other furniture in there, not much else. The other bedroom is sort of a guest room, but it's one of those guest rooms that has 2 single beds instead of a double bed. And that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot in there. And I mean, you could turn that into any kind of room. I did want to do kids' rooms originally, but I wanted all pink stuff, and I didn't know if I could find that. Also, we're out of a bit of a pause here. I am constantly pausing my game and walking away from it and forgetting to hit stop record. So we get little moments like this where it just seems like it's not going to stop. But now we're on to the landscaping for the outside of the house. I'm not sure if I cut out the other bedrooms. I can't quite remember. I may have cut that out. I put a whole bunch of these like rose hedges, I guess you could call it, just like surrounding the entire house. I did want it to be quite heavily landscaped, I guess you could say, just to make it look finished. There's a big willow tree in the back. I did a little patio area with a barbecue and a picnic table. I did put in a wishing well as well that came with the romantic garden stuff pack. I'm not good at backyards. I don't know why, I'm just not. I can't make them look realistic. They always look silly. So don't expect a lot from me when it comes to backyards. I was going to put in some planter boxes, but I can't remember if I actually did. I just tried to fill it up as much as possible to make it look finished. And what else did I put back there? I think I put like some shrubs, some more trees. There's a bird feeder under the willow tree. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this speed build. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.